was there a moment early on in the game where you thought Schlittler could deliver that type of performance?
Last night. I mean, honestly, every time he's taken the ball, like I feel so good about him that he's capable of doing anything because he's such a good strike thrower and with that stuff. But felt great about where he was mentally last night when he was leaving. And, as I said, results aside, you never know what the results going to be. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be too big for him. But just, I mean, what a performance.
Your starting pitchers this series, 3 runs and 20 and a third. How big of a lift is that when your starting pitchers are doing that?
Yeah, I mean, they were all excellent in their own way, capped off by Cam tonight. But, excuse me, we end up getting over 20 innings? 20 and a third. Yeah, I think you sign up for that, right? And, they were great. Allows the bullpen to set up properly. And, Bed coming in on the third day in a row, finishing it off was awesome.
Far right, Jorge?
Aaron, it's one thing to be impressive as a rookie. It's another to do what he just did, which was historic. I mean, what did he do tonight that allowed him to just completely dominate the way he did?
I think just didn't make it more than it was, but also realized the importance of it. And, when you throw 100 and command the baseball and can land your secondary pitches, you can be a problem for the opposition. So that's what he's capable of. And, obviously efficient enough to get through 8 innings there. And, I'm not surprised, honestly.
Was there a conversation after the 7th inning there about, do we take him out here?
I just wanted to – I didn't even want to talk to him much. I just wanted to say, you good? Like, back out. I didn't – usually I'll come down the steps if I'm going to have a conversation or take him out. I kind of stood on the steps and just kind of gave him my away, and I just – you good? And he was. And so I was just going to go hitter to hitter with him because I trusted his ability to go fill up the zone. So, obviously I had Devin ready behind him there in the 8th if anything got away, but he ends up having a really, really quick inning. And, so no, not much conversation about whether I was going to bring him back out or not.
And what's going through your mind there on that McMahon catch?
So it went up, and then I felt like I saw, kind of my periphery. I feel like he's got a bead on it, but I know where he's headed, and he's on the dead run. So it just flashed back to Gio Urshela, a couple years ago when he went flying into the dugout against, I think, Tampa late in the season. So I came sprinting out of the dugout just because I know that can be dangerous over there, and just a great play by a great defender.
Okay, far right, Andy.
Did Schlittler even seem to be tiring to you in the 8th? I mean, I know it was time to take him out and you had your closer, so I'm not asking about leaving him in for the 9th, but, just strength-wise, did he seem like he even
he seemed good. He seemed good to me. It's a little bit of uncharted territory for him. I don't think he's ever gone that deep, so no, he seemed in control to me. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go here to Ron, first row.
You always have confidence in your starting pitchers, yet sometimes they take a few pitches or an inning to settle in. Did you know strike 1, strike 2 to Duran that he was on? Was there a certain pitch you said to yourself, he's got it tonight?
Honestly, that's how I feel most nights with him since he's come up. Like, I feel like he's capable of going out and dominating because he is such a good strike thrower with his stuff. I thought Duran threw a really good at-bat on him to start off the game. He got some good swings off. 6-7 pitch at bat. It was a really competitive at bat, but so I don't know if it's told me he's on tonight or not because I've frankly felt that most nights he's taken the ball for us.
And you mentioned a conversation with him yesterday. What did he say during that conversation that made you feel like that?
I'm not going to reveal anything, but he was ready for today.
Okay, we're going to take one more here on the left because Cam Schiller is on the right.
Aaron, you knew coming in against the Red Sox it was going to be a different kind of series just because it is them, and they've played you tough historically and gotten the better of you guys a number of times. Is it more special because it was them, and you guys lost the first game too, which is definitely hard to do to come back from in these series?
Yes, yeah. Look, part of this whole thing is I've talked to you guys a lot the last several weeks about how good of a club I think we have now at this time of year. So you go into that best of three and it's pressure filled, you know. It's like, and it's against a team that you know so well and is your rival, and they win game one. You know, these guys just kept playing. Honestly, going into the night for me personally, like it felt like as pressure-packed game as I've ever been in as a player, manager. That's World Series games. That's clinching to go to the World Series game. You know, just because it's like, man, the context in my brain of like what I think our team is, a great opponent, a storied opponent, here down one, boys answered the bell and played great baseball these last couple days.